Friday. Happy July. It's July now. How wild is that? Can't believe it. I hope your weekend is off to an awesome start and you're excited to check out some beautiful Hella Handmade Creations items with me today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 beautiful polishes to look at. 14 polishes to check out in a variety of colors. We have kind of a cool rainbow going this month, which is fun. So, really excited to share them with you. If you're new to watching, thanks for coming. And Hella Handmade Creations, a little summary for you. It is a monthly shop that opens from the 14th through the 21st of every month. Indie polish makers hand make limited edition items that'll be available only during that shopping window, and they follow a theme of their choice. So each maker does a different theme, and they'll do it for a minimum of 4 months so that at the end, if it's a theme you really like, you kind of have a collection of polishes from that maker, which is super cool. So some people choose to collect them by series based on the theme that they enjoy. Some people just, like me, grab polishes that they're drawn to every month. Hey, Krista. Welcome, Yelly. Hey, Grace. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Whitney. Glad you guys were able to make it. Yes, long holiday weekend. Love that. Love that so much. Hey, Sarah. Welcome, JPT. So the items I'm going to share with you in today's video will only be available from the 14th through the 21st on the Hella Handmade Creation site. That is down in the description box, a link to that site as well as their social media. And they have an FAQ page in case you're curious about details, shipping. It is a pre-order, so if you order from the 14th through the 21st, you can expect it to ship out several weeks after. But yeah, some really beautiful items this month. Yay! Why not paint your nails? I'm so glad you made it. Oh, I wish I was going to the Chicago Expo, Grace. Are you going? Have fun. Hey, Audrey. So we are going to take a look at these 14 polishes on a swatch wheel for you. I'm going to give you the description, tell you all about them, and you can see how they apply. And then we're going to take a look at what they look like mattified. And then we are going to take a look at, I already said what they look like applied. My brain is kind of all over the place today, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, me too, Bonnie. I also did today. Very exciting. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this, huh? Happy Canada Day! We are going to go in rainbow order because I like everything in rainbow order. And we're jumping into a new, not new to me brand, but new to me brand for this month. I have the offering that's coming from Music City Beauty Polish. It's a beautiful red. And let me see if I can get. Ooh, look at that. There we go. That's a little better. Check that out. Whew, that is hot. All right, so Music City Beauty is bringing us Jolene this month, continuing their Dolly Parton series. This one's described as being a red jelly base with red shreds, silver reflective glitter, and silver hollow flakes. This is going to retail for $13.50. It's going to be capped at 100 bottles. How pretty is that? So I feel like on camera, you are getting a lot of that reflective glitter, the silver reflective glitter, but on the nail, the red shreds really pop. And I think they're what makes this polish so special. So let's swatch it. Hey, Lucy. Does this look familiar? I'll have to reveal in a second what's on my nails, y'all. You'll see. Few polishes from PPU. Oh no, Sarah. I hate it when that happens. I didn't even realize until noon. I was like, oh shoot, the shop opened. Luckily, all the stuff I was shopping this month, at least there on the polish pickup site, was uncapped. All right, so let's go in with our first coat of the Music City Beauty. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Look at that finish for that formula. So pretty. And I love those red shreds. I'm not always a fan of shreds in polishes, but it's so pretty with this tonal red base. And where the base is kind of like a jelly formula, you get really cool pond effect. The reflective glitters distribute beautifully. I love that one. So that's one coat of Jolene from Music City Beauty. So I find that most reds look kind of pinky on the first coat, but as you build them up, sometimes they look less red, and I definitely think that that's the case for this one. Looks a little pinky on the first coat, but I would say once you get it on your nails, it's like a classic primary red. Very pretty. An expensive day. I feel that. Me too. Yay, Grace! I'm so glad you got Dragon Glass. Sarah, is Paint It Pretty what went away that you missed? Yeah, that's what I'm understanding. That stinks. I didn't even realize that one was capped. I was thinking about going back for it. Guess I won't now. All right, we're going to continue on with a very interesting polish from Pampered Polishes. This one is called URT Rexcellent. I love the puns so much. This is continuing the dinosaur series, and it's described as being a pastel yellow crelly with matte blue bar glitter. It's going to retail for $12, and there will not be a cap. This one is so, so unique. And I feel like the base, yes, it is like a pastel yellow, but it definitely has some green undertones. And I don't know. I really love this polish, and on paper, it just doesn't sound like one I would enjoy. I don't typically like bar glitters, but I I think actually all the bar glitter polishes I have are pampered polishes. I like what she does with them. For some reason, I always really enjoy hers. This one also had a fabulous formula. I think longer nails will want 3 because it is a yellow and it does show some nail line, but it's very even. If you decided to layer it over anything else, you probably could use it that way. Um, but of course, uh, most people want 3 coats if you decide to wear it on its own. So pretty sure with grass shreds. I love that. Yeah, definitely unique. Like I feel like there isn't too much now. A lot of indie stuff, I'm like, don't see it and say, "Oh, I've never seen anything like that before." And that's I feel like part of why reflective glitter has just gotten so popular because it's so different. So when you see a polish that's like this that is super duper unique and it doesn't have like new components or anything in it, it's just like, wow, that's cool. Okay, good to know. Um, Others aren't having video issues. Yeah, if they happen, please let me know because sometimes I can fiddle around with it and get it to work a little bit better. All right, let's take a look at 2 more, and then we're going to go back and add second coats. This month, I have an offering to show you from Rogue Lacquer. How pretty is this? It's called Little Monstera, and it is starting a new series, I believe. I think so. I think last month finished up the Little Mermaid series, correct? This series is plants, and it's inspired by the Monstera plant, of course. It's described as being a leafy green hollow with green shimmer and packed with hollow flakes. This is going to retail for $12.50, and there will be no cap for this one. No video, audio is going high to low. Ew. Weird. Okay. Let me try disconnecting and reconnecting. Is that any better? Let me know if that's better. Maybe I need to get a new headset. If I had to, I could get rid of the um, headset, but I know then you get a lot of air conditioner noises, which is not fun. Better? Okay. If it happens again, let me know. Oh, technology. All right, so we're going in with our first coat of, oh, you are right. Yes, no one. Hey, no one. Yes, they had the hydrangea one last month, the pretty crelly. You're right. You're right. I just missed the Little Mermaid one, I guess. All right, so going in with our first coat of Little Monstera. As long as you can understand me. Thank you, Jessica. All right, so on application, this one is lovely. It's got a beautiful jelly base, kind of like a soft, almost slightly muted um, mid-toned green colored base with lots and lots of beautiful hollow flakies. It also has green shimmer in there, but I find that that's not super apparent until you build it up. Shorter nails will want 2 coats for this, but longer nails like mine or longer will want 3, I think. So that's 1 coat of Little Monstera from Rogue Lacquer. $12.50 and no cap on that one. Yay. And then one more that kind of is in the green family. So I want to group it together, even though it is a topper. This one comes from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. It is called Brain, but really it's called Brain. And it is continuing the Works of Tim Burton series. It's described as having green reflective glitter and red hollow micro shreds, as well as green to beige multi-chrome flakes. This one is going to be either purchased as a single polish, or there's a second offering from Indie by Patty Lopez, and you can purchase the two as a duo. We'll take a look at this one a little bit later, but there they are together. Alone, they're each $13. Together, they are $25. So you save a little bit of money if you like both of them. And they are individually and as a pair capped at 100 bottles. Wow, Grace likes that one. It's pretty, huh? Both of them are really beautiful. So I decided to build this one up on its own. I'll show you what it looks like over white, and then we'll take a look in a little bit at what it looks like over its partner polish, because they look beautiful together. So you can see, kind of get an idea for application over the white nail wheel, that those shreds come out nice and even. There are a lot of them packed in there, but you can still see the base color really clearly, which I love in a topper. I know this isn't a Christmas polish, but anytime I see red and green, that's where my brain goes. So I'm probably going to use this for that, especially with a reflective glitter. That seems very festive to me. So that's 1 coat of Indie by Patty Lopez, Brain. It's going to be available for $13 and will be capped at 100 bottles individually. All right, let's go back for second coats. I know, that does feel kind of weird to say. You're right. All right, we're going to go back for a second coat of Music City Beauty Jolene. So beautiful. This one, I think a good amount of people will be good in 2 coats. Reflective glitter polishes tend to be a little thicker. I don't think that's actually the case with this one. It's smooth and very easy to work with. But because it has that reflective glitter, it is a bit more dense. I was good in 2 coats, but maybe if you've got longer nails, you'd want 3. See how that color deepens up on the second coat? I just think it's beautiful. A bright, fun cherry red. So that is 2 coats of Music City Beauty Jolene. It's going to be $13.50 and capped at 100 bottles. I love those red shreds in there. Very pretty, Bonnie. I agree. You like it too, Krista? I just love a good red. I feel like we don't get enough of them in indie world. I'll always take a red when I can get one. Coming from Pampered Polishes, we have You Are T-Rexcellent. This one is going to be $12 and there will not be a cap for this polish. Super unique and very fun. What really impressed me with this, I was expecting the formula to be a challenge, just because it so often is with these kinds of base colors, but Timberland really nailed it. It's super smooth. The bar glitters do create some texture. The Music City Beauty, I forgot to mention, will have texture. Since it's a reflective glitter polish, it will have a good amount of texture. So you'll want a smoothing top coat with that one, as well as a glossy top coat. This one I would take or leave a glitter smoother. It had some texture to the touch, but it really wasn't too bad. If you have time, I would say add a glitter smoother. When in doubt, add a glitter smoother. But you can see how opaque that is in 2 coats. Shorter nails might be all right in 2 coats with that one. So that's 2 coats of URT Rexcellent from Pampered Polishes, $12 and no cap. And also, bar glitters are not too difficult to remove, not as challenging as a regular glitter, for sure. Not a regular micro glitter. Welcome, welcome. Glad you made it, Vellum Orchid. Am I saying that correctly? All right, and then moving on to our Rogue Lacquer offering Little Monstera. This one is going to be $12.50, and there will not be a cap. And this one is super sparkly. At first, now I find myself, just because they're so popular, I questioned everything. Does it have reflective glitter in it? This one does not, but those hollow flakies are deceptively sparkly. No difficulty with removal with this one, no texture. It's all flakies and shimmer. And this one was fully opaque for me in 2 coats. Longer nails may want 3, but beautiful formula on that one. So that's 2 coats of Little Monstera from Rogue Lacquer. That one's going to be $12.50 and no cap. So beautiful. And then let's go add a second coat of the Indie by Patty Lopez topper, and then we are going to take a look at what they look like matte. So here is the Indie by Patty Lopez topper. It's a lot of words to say. Brain from the Works of Tim Burton series. This polish is going to be $13 and it'll be capped at 100 bottles. Look at all those sparkles. You'll really be able to see them against a darker color too. Which reminds me, I think I forgot to swatch black on a swatch wheel. No! So I need to go do that. So this one builds up pretty well on the second coat. You can see some of the flakies are a little bit dense. So if you get those flakies, I just get my finger and just pat them down, and it lays them down just fine. Um, so great coverage in 2 coats. This one's not going to build up to full opacity, but you could build it up on your nail in 3 coats or 2 coats for a natural your nails but sparklier kind of look. Because of the reflective glitter in there, it will be textured and difficult to remove. So I would recommend a glitter smoother. But that is 2 coats of Brain from Indie by Patty Lopez. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100. Yay, good to know I got it, Vellum. And then I'm going to show you what they look like mattified and add some black to a swatch wheel. So here are those 4 mattified. Ah, struggling. There we go. There's the Music City Beauty, the Pampered Polishes, Rogue Lacquer, and Indie by Patty Lopez. And that's actually in 3 coats. So you can see kind of how it gets a little bit more dense. So let me know in the chat, are you considering getting any of those, or do you already have your eyes on something else? And also, has anyone seen if the HHC site is open for wish listing quite yet? I checked about 2 hours ago and it was not up yet. So I'm realizing now, oh, this might be your very first look, which is kind of cool. It goes up every month on the 1st, if you didn't know that. Every month on the 1st, it goes live for wish listing, so you can see all the items that'll be available. And I love that about HHC because it gives you a good 2 weeks to think about what you want to purchase and wish list and look at swatches and check out swatch videos and all that good stuff. Not open yet. Interesting. Well, that's fun. I kind of like getting to surprise you all with what's coming out. So ridiculous. It's very exciting though for me. Ooh, I love that. I don't know why. I'm easy to please. That gets me really happy. You all haven't seen the polishes yet, and this is our first look. That's so fun. Um, yeah, it's based in Hawaii. If you didn't know, it's based in Hawaii, HHC headquarters. And so it is a little bit earlier in the day for them, or maybe it's later in the day for them. Either way, it's usually up on the 1st, but in the evening of the 1st. So it should be open. It should be open here in the next few hours, and then you'll be able to see all the other amazing items that are available this month, which is exciting. All right. So let's move on. We've got a couple blues this month. This first one comes from Sassy Sauce Polish. It is called Extra Bougie. And I couldn't find the info for this one, but I am dying to know. I was kind of hoping this would be on the HHC site so I could find out. But I would describe Extra Bougie, I just love the name, as being a dusty, kind of muted, green leaning blue base. It's got lots of iridescent flakes and tonal shifting shimmer. It shifts gold to copper to green. And then it also has blue and purple micro glitter that may or may not be holographic. I believe it is. Lots of colors. I love the name too, Bonnie. Extra bougie. That's how I felt when this was on my nails, y'all. I was feeling extra bougie. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go on with our first coat of Sassy Sauce Polish Extra Bougie. This one has a beautiful jelly base. It is packed with all of those different components. You can see all those glitters that came out. Lots of flakies and shift in the shimmer. This one has it all, folks. If you're into everything but the kitchen sink polishes, this might be calling you. It's pretty, isn't it, JPT? I like it. So that is one coat of Sassy Sauce Polish Extra Bougie. And like I said, I don't have pricing and info for that one. I do apologize for that. But hopefully it'll be up on the HHC site very soon. Let's take a look at three more blues and then we'll go back for second coats. This next one might look familiar. It comes from Bluebird Lacquer. Look how pretty. I love it. I love it. Lucy, if you're still here, I might need your help with this one a little bit. I'm so glad you were able to make it. So this one is called Indiegogo Dancer. I am not super sure on the theme, but and I might be wrong about the stuff that's in here, but I'm pretty sure it's a blue shattered holographic with blue shimmer and blue metallic flakes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lucy. That's what I'm seeing, and it's fabulous. I don't have pricing or cap info for this one, but chef's kiss, it's beautiful. 12.50 and no cap. Hallelujah. It's so pretty, y'all. Okay, so I was doing my nails before the stream and I was like, what do I want to put on for the weekend? And I was looking at my summer rack and just not feeling super inspired. And I saw this and I was like, I need to put that on. And then I put it on my nails and I loved it. And then I took it outside and I loved it even more. The amount of sparkle is absolutely ridiculous. I like had to pull out my phone and start recording for a reel instantly. It's that good. It's so sparkly in the sun. It's amazing. And here's what it looks like in one coat. Amazing coverage. And you can really see those blue flakes once they're out on the nail. Look at that. I know. I know. Ah, I love it. So pretty. So pretty. I'm so glad y'all love it too. Yeah, it just reminds me, I don't know, it's so fresh and I love it. I am in love with it. So that's one coat of Bluebird Lacquer Indiegogo Dancer. I love the name too. That's so cute. $12.50 and no cap. Hallelujah. So pretty. I love it. And then we've got two more pretty blues. Lots of pretty blues this month. This one comes from by Danny Viana. I love we have so many pretty blues, but they're all incredibly different. I love that. This one is called Dowager Empress. It's continuing the Anastasia series. Look at that shimmer. You can see it there. So pretty. This one is described as being a dark blue jelly base with pink aurora shimmer and pink reflective glitters. It'll be $13 and capped at 200 bottles. This one is a very deep, rich, vampy blue. You can see it's got very nice, smooth, even coverage. This one I think you could get opaque in 2 coats, but I did have a little bit of patchiness at 2, and the 3rd coat deepened it up even more and got rid of all of that patchiness. But I love how the shimmer looks in this. The reflective glitter, I'll say, is on the subtle side. When I was taking my photos of this one, it's very apparent in the bottle. It's not as apparent on the nail because it's in there, but it's just like a sprinkling of it. You know what I mean? So it gives you a little bit of extra sparkle, which I actually really loved because it was very, well, I won't say very easy to remove. A cream is very easy to remove, but compared to other reflective glitters, it was very easy to remove. And it didn't dry down quite as textured either. So beautiful. Definitely needs 3 coats for most people, but maybe some people can get it opaque in 2. So that is 1 coat of Dowager Empress from by Danny Viana. It's going to be $13 and capped at 200 bottles. Yeah, I need to look at the sites for the after party polishes. And then the last blue we're going to look at is from Night Owl Lacquer. This one is called Making Bus Sounds in the Moonlight. I really need to watch Psych so I understand all of these references. This one is continuing the Psych series, and it's described as being a blackened blue glowing with copper glass fleck shimmer and silver holographic micro glitter. It's going to be $12 and there will not be a cap. This one is very unique as well. I feel like we're getting a lot of that this month, which I am a fan of. I've never quite seen this combination of colors before. The black and blue base, the coppery, it almost looks like a burnt gold shimmer, along with the micro glitter in there. I think it's really cool. Sarah, I am not kidding. I almost just tried to do that, and that would have been completely humiliating for me. Glad I stopped myself there. So here's the first coat of the Night Owl lacquer, and once you get it on the nail, you can really see how interesting that blue base is. It truly is a blackened blue. That copper shimmer is very interesting, and I love the sparkle from the glitter. That's really pretty. So that is 1 coat of Night Owl lacquer, making bus sounds in the moonlight. It's going to be $12 and it will not be capped. And now it's time for second coats, Bonnie. Isn't that cool? Oops, I bumped the mic. I'm sorry, y'all. I got excited there. It happens. We're going back to Sassy Sauce Polish. This is extra bougie. This one, I think some could get opaque in 2 coats, but I think most people will want a 3rd coat for all of the flakes and glitter. Maybe if you went on for 2 thicker coats, you could get away with it. But how fun is that? It is a great blue month, JPT, because how often do you get 4 blues this pretty? And they're all so very different. Love it. And I love the flakes in this one, the shimmer, the glitter. So that is 2 coats of extra bougie from Sassy Sauce Polish. I love that. Now we're going back to our Bluebird lacquer called Indiegogo Dancer, $12.50 with no cap on this one. Look at that. Ooh, look at the shimmer there. After I put this on my nails, I was like, dang, I really should do some swatching tomorrow. And then I took it in the sunlight and I said, yeah, I'm not doing any swatching tomorrow. I'm leaving this on my nails. I cannot take it off. It's too pretty. This is fully opaque in 2 coats. That's what I have on my nails. And this is my nails at a longer length. So I think it's going to be 2 coats for just about everybody. So that's 2 coats of Bluebird Lacquer Indiegogo Dancer, $12.50 and no cap. Ooh, I did not know that, Lucy. I am going to go shopping because I'm already going to get the old razzle bedazzle. And then coming back to By Danny Viana, Dowager Empress. I just love seeing all of that Aurora shimmer in there. It's so beautiful. This one's $13 and it is capped at 200 bottles. So in the bottle, you can see the red reflective glitter on the side, but what you see in most of the bottle isn't reflective glitter, it's the Aurora shimmer. It's so pretty how well they like mesh. They work together in such a beautiful way. All right, so second coat of Dowager Empress. I think she would approve this color. If you go in for thicker coats, you might be able to get it opaque into, but I just thought that third deepened it up a little bit. But isn't that beautiful? Man. And the pink shimmer is fabulous. No, it's not magnetic. That little this thingy is for the reflective glitter. Yeah. So if you put it under flashlight, it is amazing. It is so beautiful. It's also very beautiful in the sunlight reflective glitter. I should have I should try to wear more of mine in the summer months with all of that beautiful sunshine. So that's two coats of By Danny Viana Dowager Empress. This one's going to be $13 and capped at 200 bottles. And then the last pretty blue we have to look at comes from Night Owl Lacquer, making bus sounds in the moonlight. This one's continuing the Psych series. It's going to be $12 and there will not be a cap. This one built up very well in the second coat, but it's another one that I think longer nails may want 3 for. I was okay in two coats, but I also went in for thicker coats. Not like super thick, but on the thick side. Yeah, you can see there. So pretty. I love the like coppery gold with that blackened blue and the hollow glitters. Stunning, just beautiful. So there they are together so you can see and compare. We have like a dusty bright blue, then we have a bright blue, then we have like a navy with pink shimmer, and then like a blackened blue with copper shimmer. I love the options. I love all of them. And then here is what they look like mattified. There's Sassy Sauce, Bluebird Lacquer, by Danny Viana, and Night Owl Lacquer. So which of those four so far are you drawn to most? I am curious. I agree, the Night Owl is very unique. I have nothing like it, and I have a lot of polish. A lot of polish. All of them, Grace. Correct answer. You win, Grace. I'm with you. They're all so pretty. How could you even pick? Night Owl. Yep. The Bluebird. I'm with you. I love it too. So sparkly. Look at that hollow. I love Sassy and Night Owl lacquer. Y'all have amazing taste. And none of them, let me double check before I say anything. None of them are capped except for the By Danny Viana of the blues. They're all uncapped, I think. The Sassy Sauce may be capped, but I don't think so. Hard call. They're all beautiful. Bluebird, Bluebird, Bluebird. Y'all are after my heart. I agree. And then next we have three really pretty purples to look at. I know everyone always loves purples. I agree, Holly. It looks like satin with that Aurora shimmer. I got black polish on my finger. I hate that. It looks like satin. So pretty. I love it. I know, Gina. It seems like she's been doing it forever. I feel like this is almost a year of psych. I know she loves psych, but now I know she really, really loves psych. Forever. Forever and ever. All right. So now we've got some pretty purples to look at. This first one comes from Heather's Hughes, and it is called Sexism is Everywhere, Bro. That just doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. I don't know the last time I said bro. Bro. This one is continuing the Billie Eilish series, and it is described as being a lilac crelly filled with pink to gold to green shimmer, violet hollow dust, purple hollow micro glitters, hollow flakes, and reflective silver glitter. It's going to retail for $12.50 and will be capped at 100 bottles. And I feel like you see a lot of you see some just like a dusting of the reflective glitter, the silver reflective glitter, and some of the micro glitters as well. There's the shimmer. It's got a lot in it, but it's all just like a little bit of it, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't look jam-packed. It looks very dainty and delicate. Delicate. And it works very well together, I think. All right. So this one, I was able to reach full opacity at my nail length in 2 coats. It does have a jellyish base, but it is on the thicker side. Not thick as in impossible to work with, but on the thicker side. So you may want to add some thinner to yours. But I didn't have any issues with drying down. It was not very thick, just a little thick. I agree. Heather's hues often have like a girly vibe. She has like a lot of stuff in her polishes, but it's just always kind of like dainty and subtle. I love that. So that's 1 coat of Heather's hues. Sexism is everywhere, bro. This one, because of the glitter and reflective glitter, dries down slightly textured, but it's not packed with it. So you might be able to get away with just a glossy top coat. But when in doubt, add a glitter smoother. That's what I would do. And then we have another beautiful purple this month from Linby Designs. Look at that. That's beautiful. This one is called Designated Grapes. This is starting a new series this month. Are you ready? Schitt's Creek. Woo! What a fun series. I can't wait to see what else she comes out with in this series. I've been really loving Lynn B Designs polishes lately. This one is described as being a red toned purple base with linear holographic and pink to orange to yellow shifting shimmer. It's going to be $13 and it will be capped at 100 bottles. Yeah, Lynn B does these hollowy shimmers so well. I just love the hollow. Oh gosh, I gotta stop staring at it and swatch it, I guess. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That's a big help to not only my channel, but also all of these amazing makers. So more people can find this video and discover their super pretty polishes. So you can see this one has an amazing formula, super crazy smooth. This one's going to want 3, this polish specifically will want 3 coats to get fully opaque. No, you will probably want 3 coats to get this one fully opaque. But it's one of those polishes that just has such a smooth formula. If you just wanted like a kiss of color on your nails, I feel like you could do 1 coat with this one. I probably wouldn't because I have some staining, but if that's not an issue for you, I think it would look fabulous. So that's 1 coat of Designated Grapes. Had to check myself there. Yep, Designated Grapes. And it's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Ooh, the Treat Yourself. Jessica, it's beautiful. I love Treat Yourself. Yes, I agree, Audrey. I love that combo too. Hollow and shimmer together. It's my favorite finish. My favorite finish. And then we have one more pretty purple to look at. This one's very different from the other two, though. It's much vampier. This one is called That's Beyond Weak, and it is continuing the Demon Slayer series. This one's got a lot in it. Are you ready? It's a deep purple base with linear hollow. Oh, that's the wrong description. Sorry. This one's a deep purple. There we go. That sounds deep purple with cobalt to green shimmer, and full of gold and silver light reflective glitter. It's got twice as much light reflective glitter as Bee's Knees lacquer usually uses in their polish, so it is at a thicker consistency, which I totally agree with. You can use more thinner. You can use thinner to make it um, less thick, but don't add too much because the glitters will sink if you do that. Um, Okay, cool. I'm just reading that description. And I thought the same thing when I swatched. I said, this has more reflective glitter than Bee's Knees lacquer polishes usually do. And it also seems a little bit thicker. And now it's all making sense. Yeah, you can see on the brush, it's quite a bit thicker. But I was surprised. I thought because of how thick it would have patchy application. No, it was very easy to apply. I just went in for 2 thin coats and got it fully opaque. Short nails might even be okay with 1 thick coat on this one. And I thought the base color is so pretty. The deep purple with the blue shimmer. And then in other lighting, you get green, a shift to green. And the gold and silver reflective glitters. It's very sparkly. Super duper sparkly. I agree, Krista. Darn you. It's pretty. Really pretty. Especially, I'm kind of getting in the mood for fall polishes. This one's kind of saying fall to me. This is 1 coat of Bee's Knees lacquer. That's Beyond Weak from the Demon Slayer series. It's going to be $13.50. And thankfully, there will be no cap on that one because I feel like it's going to be quite popular. All right, we're going back to our other purples to add a second coat. First, we're going back to Heather's hues. Sexism is everywhere, bro. This one's going to be $12.50 and will be capped at 100 bottles. That's what I've heard, Sarah. I've heard people say they like to, it might have even been you. Was it you who said you like to layer, treat yourself over a purple base, maybe? I've got to try that. But yeah, it's beautiful, I'm sure, over other things, but it's stunning on its own too. I find a lot of Lynn B designs layer very well. So yeah, this one was fully opaque for me in 2 coats, which I was so not expecting. And I just love the glitters in here. They're so dainty. They're so delicate. My favorite way to do glitter is the dainty, delicate kind, type kind. And it's got reflective glitter too, but it's just like just a little bit. So that's 2 coats of Sexism is Everywhere, bro, from Heather's Hues. They're $12.50 and capped at 100 bottles. Yes, I was thinking it would look gorgeous over green. I agree, Grace. I'm loving these purples this month. I feel like I love everything this month. It's a good month for HHC. The next one comes from Lynn B Designs, Designated Grapes. And it is continuing the Schitt's Creek series. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Hold on. Let me shut my door. There we go. Someone is making a smoothie. I don't know if you could hear it. All right, we're going in with a second coat of Linby Designs Designated Grapes. This is one that I'm going to have to layer over black. It's like calling to me. Ooh, so pretty. Shorter nail lengths might be okay with this one in 2, but if you've got my nail length or longer, I think you will want 3. There's a little bit of brush strokiness on application, but it all dries down. Gone. It goes away when it dries down. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's 2 coats of Designated Grapes from Linby Designs. That one's going to be $13 and will be capped at 100 bottles. And there's what those 2 purples look like, because I know they're close in base color, but very different in finish. Glitter, reflective glitter, shimmer, and hollow. They're like kind of each other's interesting cousins. No, I feel like it's coming off true on camera. It's kind of like an orchidy purple, a very soft, light, pinky purple. Yeah, lilac. Yeah, this one's like a true blue purple. True blue. I think I said that because I saw the blue shimmer. And then we're going to add a second coat of Bee's Knees Lacquer. That's Beyond Week. Continuing the Demon Slayer series. It's going to be $13.50, and there will not be a cap. This one, I do think shorter nails will be fine in one coat. And because it has double the reflective glitter, removal is going to be quite difficult. I would really recommend pairing it with a peel off base coat or soaking it off. I think if you scrub it off, you're going to be sad. I don't want you to be sad. But yeah, fully opaque in two coats. The blue shimmer is just out of this world. And the reflective glitter is crazy sparkly, so loving that. It's two coats of Bee's Knees Lacquer. That's Beyond Week. It's going to be $13.50, and there will not be a cap. Welcome, welcome, Bake Up Little Susie. I'm glad you made it. I like your name. So shimmer is like, and no such thing as a noob question. So I feel like I'm discovering new differences and things all the time. I feel like if any makers are here, you could probably answer this better than me. So feel free to chime in. But like a shimmer, I'm trying to find one that has like a that's good example. I'm just gonna grab one off my rack that I feel like has really distinctive shapes. Here we go. So a shimmer is like really small particle, and it like sometimes changes colors. Oh my gosh, why am I trying to explain this? I feel like I'm gonna be bad. I'm trying though, little Susie, I'm trying. Um, but shimmers have like a straight up, just really tiny particle shift. Like this is a shimmer, and you can see it like a flash, like that line there of color that's different from the base color sometimes. You kind of see it there too. And then this is a glitter, so it's got really definitive shapes. Like these are hex glitter, so they're hexagon shapes, and they're really definitive in their shape. And because of that, because they're bigger particles, they don't lay on the nail as flat, and so sometimes they make a little bit of a texture, and they can be difficult to remove. I hope that makes sense. Probably not. I tried. If anybody, like I said, if anybody, yes, Sarah, fine dust-like particles. Glitters are bigger and thicker and harder to remove. Bingo. There we go. Thank you, Sarah. No problem, little Susie. I feel like I'm learning new stuff every day. So, any questions are welcome here. And then here's what those look like mattified. So, there's the Heather's Hues and the Linby Designs and the Bee's Knees Lacquer. And these two are with a glitter smoother, then a glossy top coat, then a matte top coat, because they were, this one especially, was very textured. But doesn't it look cool with that matte top coat? I'm really enjoying that. All three of them, actually. I love the way shimmers look matte, too. Just gorgeous. And then we have three more new polishes to look at. And then we'll take a look at a few over black. Aw, thanks, Krista. I appreciate it. All right. And I missed a question. Peely base. Yeah, I've not used the peely base from Cuticula. I need to try that one out. So there's like a glue-based peely base, and some people make their own peely base with glue. And some people I've heard just use straight up like Elmer's glue as peely base. They just put it in a polish bottle and use it that way. I've never tried that, but I've tried glue-based peely base coats and haven't had much success with them, although I should probably honestly give them another try. But my favorite is from Hollow Taco. I really like theirs. Everyone's skin and nails and body chemistry is different. And I've heard a lot of people say that this one doesn't dry down quick for them, but for me, it dries down quicker than anything I've tried. I know a lot of people's go to, and sorry, this is real life for you right here. We had some leaking. I've heard a lot of people say they love the UNT, so that might be a great one to try because you can get it on Amazon and many different places. This one, though, I did not like as much as the Holo Taco. I've probably been through 10 bottles of the Holo Taco Peely Base, and this is my first bottle of the UNT, and I've hardly used it. It just doesn't dry down as quickly. So it's kind of like frustrating a little bit because you got to try stuff out and see what works for you. But for me, this one has been the best. I love the Holo Taco one. Okay, we've got three more pretties to look at, and they are beautiful. Yes, that's true. That might be something to keep in mind too if you have a latex allergy. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Black Dahlia one. I tried it and I didn't have much success with it, but again, it's like it just depends on your body chemistry. Everybody is very different with what works for them. I feel like especially in that regard. For me, the water-based base coats I know work best, and I like them to have a short stem on their brush so it doesn't run down the brush so I can get a nice thin layer. Okay, sorry. I'm getting derailed. Next, we're going to look at the other polish from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, which is called Stitch Punks. And it is also continuing the works of Tim Burton series. It's described as being a black base with iridescent green cyan flakes. It's going to be $13 on its own, or as the duo with this one. Together, they will be $25, and individually and together, they will be capped at 100 bottles. So 100 on their own or 100 together. Yeah, I'm the same way, Sarah, and I should give it another go, but I've glue-based ones. I don't know. It's like they bunch up on me too quickly, but I know some people who hate the water ones because they say it takes too long to dry. So it really, I guess, boils to personal preference. This one's quite sheer on its own. Um, that was a little bit of a thin coat though, so I'm gonna add a little more to be fair. That's probably a little bit more honest there. This one, I think some people will have it fully opaque in three coats, but I could see a little bit of my visible nail line showing through in three. Um, this would be a great candidate for layering over black, which we will check out here in just a little bit. But in three coats, you get beautiful even coverage, lots of those gorgeous glowy flakes. You can see them there, but you do still see quite a bit of visible nail line. So that's one coat of Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, Stitch Punks. That one's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. V&L base. Ooh. I feel bad for derailing the people that are watching um, for just the HHC stuff. But I love this, talking about this kind of stuff. I'm going to come out, I think this summer, I'm going to try to film a favorites video, just my favorite nail essential stuff. But this is my favorite V&L blurring base coat right now. It's Polished for Days Soft Focus in the shade Snow. And I have this one, and I have this one, which you can see I've used a lot more, but I've had this one for a lot longer. This is their original soft focused base coat. And this one works well for my skin tone, but this one goes best with most. Like it doesn't change the polish color, you know. This one, if I use anything too light or too sheer, then you can see it through. But this one where it's white, you can't. So there you go. You're so welcome, Krista. Yes, you're so welcome, Krista. Happy to help. I need to get that video going, my favorite nail essentials, because I have a lot and I love to talk about that stuff. Next from Coloris de Carol, they are continuing their South America Landmark series with Rainbow Mountain. I love that name. This one's described as being a soft beige crelly with rainbow crystal flakes and rainbow mermaid flakes and aurora shimmer. It's going to retail for $13 and it'll be capped at 100 bottles. So pretty. This one would be gorgeous if you like nudes with just a little touch of something pretty. Look at those flakes. Beautiful. No problem, Bonnie. Yeah, I feel you about the shipping, the hollow taco shipping. The only way I do it is I try to get it all knocked out in one purchase, buy like 3 or 4 bottles of the top base coat and one run. So this one had a beautiful formula. Lots of those flakies come out, and I feel like they are more apparent on the nail than they even are on the bottle. Look at that. I love the colors in here. I don't know what's happened with flakies lately, but they have just become so glowy. Like between the two of those, oh, next level flakiness. This one I was able to get full opacity in 3 coat. Shorter nails, you might be okay in 2. So that's 1 coat of Colorista Carol South American Landmarks. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And then the last polish I have to share with you today is so beautiful. It is from Paradox Polish and it's called Merry-Go-Round of Life. This one is part of the Studio Ghibli series, and it's described as being a black jelly with red, orange, gold, green crystal flakes and scattered holographic. It's going to be $13 and will not have a cap. Beautiful. I've been loving black polishes lately. Who am I? I used to never wear black polish. I've just been in a moody mood, I guess. And it's hard not to love them when they are this pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So many beautiful flakes. Again, with the crazy amazing flakes. Like, when did flakes get that amazing? Have they always been this beautiful? Or has something happened? Oh my gosh. I love them. So that's 1 coat of Paradox Polish, Merry-Go-Round of Life. It's going to be $13 and will not have a cap. Super pretty. Some beautiful neutrals this month, too. We get a little bit of everything. I haven't tried the plum taupe one, Audrey. I need to get my hands on that one. I told myself I didn't need it because I have two, and I was like, well, when I finish the kind of yellow leaning tan one, I'll buy the plum taupe. But I don't know. I don't know. I need to try it. Maybe I'll just go ahead and get it. Aren't they beautiful, Grace? I love beautiful flakies. It's like I don't know what's happened. They just seem more impressive this year than ever before, or last year too. And then we're coming back, adding second coats to these. Ooh, you can see this one has some big flakes down there. This one is called Stitch Punks, and it's continuing the Tom Burton series. This one is going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And in just a little bit, after we add these second coats, we'll go back and add them over black, some of them. These more jellies are so fun to do over black. But you can see on that second coat there, let me add a little bit more. I don't know why I'm being skimpy on my coats. Come on now. There we go. That just intensifies those flakes. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. The blue, green, some yellow in there, and really contrasts against that black. Love that one. So that is 2 coats of Stitch Punks from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, capped at 100 and $13 individually. And so let's go ahead. No, we'll wait to add the topper once we look at the mat. So I can show you that first. We're going to go and add second coats to Rainbow Mountain from Colorista Carol. This one's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Yeah, Sarah, I'm thinking like the snow one would be perfect for you. Perfect. I know Cuticula has a blurring base coat too that is a soft pink. I think Cupcake Polish might have a soft pink one too. That maybe those would work well for you. But I love the white one. I didn't think it would work for my skin tone, but underneath other polishes, it really doesn't matter that it's not super close because I love it doesn't change. the base color at all. So this one will be perfect in 2 coats for shorter nail lengths, but longer ones may want 3. And I love those flakies. Aren't they beautiful? So that's 2 coats of Rainbow Mountain from Coloristic Carol. It's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. Ooh, 90 people here. 89. One just left. That might be the most people we've ever had at a live stream. That's exciting. Thank you all for coming. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. And then the last one we're going to add a second coat to is Paradox Polish. Man, look at those flakes. Merry-go-round of life. This one is going to be $13 and there will not be a cap. It's continuing the Studio Ghibli series. Huzzah! Yes, spread the word. Indie polish is amazing. That's right, Grace. Hit the thumbs up. Man, this polish blows my mind. I really like the flakes. And I feel like they're even prettier in person than they're showing up on camera, although they look pretty dang pretty on camera. Man, I'm loving that. So that's 2 coats of Paradox Polish Merry-Go-Round of Life. It is going to be $13 and capped at nothing. No cap. Beautiful. Aw, thanks, JPT. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you made it, Bianca. Thank you for coming. On my nails, Gwen is the Bluebird lacquer for this month. Indigo Go Dancer. Isn't it beautiful? I'm in love. In love. And I agree with you, Bake Up Little Susie. This is screaming Halloween to me big time, and I'm vibing on it. Ever since I put on Fair Maiden Polish Mind Freak, I can't. I just really want fall polish now. It's beautiful. So pretty. So let's take a look at the matte, and then we're going to add that topper to that Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, and then we're going to swatch a few over black. So here's what they look like. Kind of glossy. Starting to dry down. And then here is what they look like matte. Aren't they pretty? This one in 3 coats. So you know I added a third coat for that one. But aren't they beautiful? I love that one. I know, Sarah. I'm always looking forward to the next thing. I was looking forward to spring in February. Now it's July and I'm looking forward to fall. I do always look forward to fall though. It's back to school season. I love school. Aren't they pretty? Carolina's here. Whoop whoop. Carolina, here's a pretty paradox. I know how much you love paradox. Oh, look at that. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's go on for a second coat of, actually second coat. Let's go on for a topper of Indie by Patty Lopez, Brain, because you can either purchase these individually for $13, or if you like them both and you want to buy them as a duo, you can get them together for $25 and save yourself a little bit of money. And they're pretty together. I'll just say that. I like how they look together. I can't even talk. I love summer shades too, Sarah. I don't know what's up with me. I think it's just that Mind Freak polish just got me in the mood for fall. Sometimes polishes have that effect on me. This Bluebird, though, is kind of getting me, going for summer again. Excited for summer polishes again. So we're adding that topper, Brain, to Steam Stitch Punks. Almost said steampunks. And they look beautiful together. It just adds a little bit of that red. You can see that in there. It adds some sparkle from the reflective glitter. And then it adds even more green flakiness. So I love how they look together. Beautiful. So again, those two together will be $25 and capped at 100 bottles. And then they'll be $13 apart, capped at 100 bottles individually. All right, now we have to add some to black. Because usually I already have them added to black, but today I forgot to do that. So I'm going to pull One, two, three, four, five. Five to put over black. Let's do this one. Okay. You'll get to see it. That's kind of fun. A little different. Maybe you all even like this better. And sorry, this is a used swatch wheel. A lot of DRK Nails Purifier. If you're wondering what this is, it's available in PPU. Should be now. I don't think it's capped, but that's what this is, so you know. All right, let's go in first with, what should we do first? The topper, because it's a topper. The Patty Lopez Brain. Let's check out what this looks like over black. I'm curious. Ooh, really brings out the green over a contrasting color. Because I feel like there's more green in here than there is red. Yeah, that's giving me definite uh, holiday vibes. I like that over black. So that one's going to be $13 and capped at 100 bottles. And then let's add the sassy sauce over black. I feel like sassy sauce polishes also always look good over other things. I recently layered like a purple sassy sauce over a lavender base, and chef's kiss, it was magic. It was so pretty. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty because it just brings out all of those different components that Carrie puts in her polishes. The flakes, the hollow, the glitter, the shimmer. Bam. Looks completely different. Like a party. So sparkly and colorful. I agree, Elizabeth. Isn't that stunning? Like, wow. Totally different than, where is it on the swatch wheel? Than this. That's crazy. I love it. Two polishes in one. Yay! I'm glad you like it, Bianca. That's a beautiful spelling of your name. I love that. All right, let's go and add this Linby Designs because another brand that's so good with layering. Because their polishes are usually a little bit more sheer and they take 3 coats to build up. They have really even formulas and they layer well over other colors. I should have gotten more polish. No. That's beautiful. You know, this one actually might be an more opaque than some other Linby Designs polishes I've tried. It does give it a slightly different look over black. It brings out the shimmer a bit more, but it doesn't look that far off from how it looks there. Okay, maybe it does. I take it back. Kind of changes the base color. Like this, but make it grunge, and then it turns into that. Aw, I agree. I love, love, love Carolina's channel. If you all aren't following Gotta Love Polish, she's in this chat right now. She's my friend, but she didn't tell me to say this. I love her channel. She's so fun. Yes, if you're not her fan, you should be. She's amazing. She's so funny and passionate about polish, and I love her. Um, over the DRK nails, that's actually why I swatched it a million times, as I wanted to experiment with top coats because I had never worn it and I hadn't purchased it initially because I was scared of the top coats because it said you had to use water-based or something. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. I like this is all different top coats. This was a stamping top coat. This one was the DRK Magnetic Magic top coat. This one was a quick dry top coat. This one was a different quick dry top coat. And then this one was like a really cheap top coat. And they all look the same to me. So I did not have the specific one she mentioned, but I saw like a before and after picture with the this is what happened if you use the wrong top coat. I say go for it. I say don't stress the top coat because I didn't have the right top coat for this, and it's beautiful. I think it looks best over this quick dry top coat. These two, I think, were the quick dry top coats. This might have been the cheaper one, and this was the stamping one, but I think it looks great with just the regular. This is the Bee's Knees Lacquer Quick Dry Top Coat, and this is the Wildflower Lacquer Quick Dry Top Coat. And both are super shiny, but all look very shimmery and pretty. I hope that answers your question. I just was sad that I decided not to get that last time. And then I got it in PR and I was like, it's time to experiment. And it looks beautiful all the time. It's a really pretty polish. And then last one over black. This one I have to put over black because I'm curious. Paradox Polish Merry-Go-Round of Life. It's gonna be $13 and no cap. Yeah, I say don't even sweat it, Jessica. I agree, Krista. I think you can't go wrong with that one. I was afraid of using the wrong thing too, but ooh, that is so pretty. I'm like a kid in a candy store, y'all. The way that just deepened up the base color and made those flakies pop. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm sold. I might not even wait till fall to wear this. That's what it looks like, 2 coats on its own. It does, granted, it does deepen up, and that's 3 coats. It does deepen up, you can see on that 3rd coat. But here's 3 coats on its own. There's 1 coat over black. It doesn't get quite as dark on its own. This is amazing. I love this. It might even go on my favorite polishes of 2022. Mm, I love that. I love that. So let's do a recap. Let's check out everything one more time, and I'll show you what it looks like on my against my skin tone too. So here's the Music City Beauty Jolene. Oh, love it. These are all mattified, of course, because they're dried down. I don't want to make a mess. This is Pampered Polishes URT Rexcellent. This is Rogue Lacquer Little Monstera. 3 coats of BRAIN. It's a topper from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. This is 3 coats of Sassy Sauce Polish Extra Bougie. How bougie? Extra bougie. This is 2 coats, and it's what I have on, so I guess I don't need to do this, but I'll do it anyway. I love it. 2 coats of Bluebird Lacquer Indiegogo Dancer. Oh, I love that one. By Danny Viana, Dowager Empress. So regal. Oh, I need to look at this name again. I'm like doing them all from memory, but this one I do not have memorized. Night Owl Lacquer making bus sounds in the moonlight. I love that color. That one's so interesting. Heather's Hughes. Sexism is everywhere, bro. I can't forget that name. So pretty. Ooh, Ghost Manor versus Purifier. You know what? I'll grab my Ghost Manor here in a second. We can look at them together if y'all want. Let me know. This one is Lynn B Designs Designated Grapes. This one is Bee's Knees Lacquer. That's Beyond Weak. That's 2 coats. Really opaque. This is 1 coat, two coats, no, 3 coats of Stitch Punks, topped with 1 coat of BRAIN, the topper, both together. There is 2 coats of Rainbow Mountain from Colores de Carol. Oh, and these are both from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez. I apologize. Colores de Carol Rainbow Mountain and Paradox Polish Merry-Go-Round of Life. I love that one. So pretty. So, so pretty. So, if I had to do top picks, I am having a little bit of a hard time. I feel like I have 2 really clear ones, and then there are a lot that I like a lot, but I like these two the most. So I'm just going to show these 2, I think, as my very, very top picks. So this one, Bluebird Lacquer, obviously, it's love, right? I mean, look at that. 2 coats, full opacity. I'm telling y'all, in the sunlight. If you haven't tried Bluebird Lacquer Shattered Hollow Formula and you like hollow, I'm sitting here shrugging my shoulders over and over. You can't see me. I'm rolling my eyes and shrugging my shoulders like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because they're amazing. I love hollow and I love shimmer, and this is both together so naturally. I'm so in love. um, this one's a must-have for me for sure. And then I would say the paradox too. Like I said, I've just been in the mood for black. It built up to full opacity. The flakes are ridiculous, and I just love a good flaky. And right now, a good black and vampy polish. But honestly, there are so many beautiful ones this month. So let me know down in the comments or the chat what you're thinking of grabbing out of everything we looked at this month. They are polar opposites. You could do a really bizarre skittle with these two. Light and dark. I love that. Thanks, Sarah. All right, I'm going to grab those two polishes, the Purifier and DRK Nails Ghost Manor. And I saw a request for Lumen Gateway. I don't have that. I actually don't have any Lumen polishes. So if you have recommendations, Krista, let me know because they're a brand that's on my list to try soon. And I'm slacking. I haven't been buying much this past month. In the past couple months. And I told myself when there wasn't stuff that I felt like I had to have, that I would buy from those brands that I've been meaning to try. But here we are. I'm slacking. Fire and ice. Yes, Audrey. That is what I was looking for. Thank you. All right, let me get these bottles undustified. And if you're not already subscribed, if you're here, hey, I'm Rachel. I hope you subscribe, please. I do these live streams usually like twice a month, sometimes like 3 times a month. They're always on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Oop, I think my laptop just died. Oh well, I can still see y'all in the chat on my phone. I do these every every week, every other week at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. On Fridays, I share Hella Handmade creations. In a few weeks, we're going to be looking at Little Box of Horrors. Next week, was surprised, but I'm so excited. We're going to be looking. Sorry, we'll come back to those comparisons. I just got off track. That's the story of my life today. Y'all have days like that? Next week on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be looking at the Bluebird Lacquer um, summer collection. Here's what they look like. They're fabulous. We're going to look at those next week. And then the following week, we're going to look at Little Box of Horrors, which is another indie collaboration shop. We are going to have a few non-live stream videos that I'm going to post soon, which is exciting. A collaboration with Gotta Love Polish coming soon. And then also some other fun videos. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's fun. I think so, but I'm biased. All right, so just by looking at them, um, ooh, see, y'all have good ideas. I never thought to compare these. This is a good comparison right here. Shimmer is close. The base color looks close too. Um I'm gonna swatch it side by side so we can compare for real. But base color looks close. The shimmer is real close. And this one, though, has hollow, and this one doesn't. Let's see. What is it that you're wanting from Kathleen and Co? I might have missed what they're bringing back. What are they bringing back that you're so excited about? I want to be excited. And we'll reswatch the DRK because why not? Why not? So that's one coat of the Kathleen and Co. Let's do another swatch of the DRK. Ooh. They are quite close. Yeah, they're pretty close. I would have to be a color expert to tell you how the base colors are different on this first coat. We'll add a few more coats. But yeah, so far the only difference I'm really seeing is this has hollow and this does not. Let's add a second coat to Ghost Manor from Kathleen and Co. Oop, that's a thick coat. Oh well, we're not wearing it. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, they're pretty dang close. This one, the Kathleen and Co. maybe is just slightly more blue in its base color. Like by slightly, I mean incredibly slightly. Um, yeah, there you go. They're pretty much the same, I think. They're both beautiful. If you like hollow, I'd say go with this one. If you don't like hollow, why? Just kidding. If you don't like hollow, go with that one. But for real, why? What you got against hollow? It's so amazing. Yeah, so pretty. So I hope you all had fun. I did. If you had fun, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, the video. It helps out my channel. It helps out these makers. And it helps out HHC too. And I hope you have an amazing weekend, an amazing long weekend. Subscribe. Lots of fun videos coming, lots of fun lives coming. It's going to be a great time. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Okay. I hope so. I know. It's so beautiful. The Ghost Manor. I kind of want to wear it now. But thank you for coming. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you later. Bye. I love Friday nights too, Grace. They're so fun. Bye. See you, Espia. Bye, Krista.